Hey, everybody. Welcome in. How are you? How's everybody doing today? Welcome to 2025. I know. Seriously. I hope you're doing great. I hope my voice is okay. It is early here. The sun is just coming up on the eastern seaboard in the US. So it is dark early here, as they say. But let's get going. My morning reading for myself kind of directed my attention toward the full moon happening on the 13th of January. But we've got some stuff to attend to before we get there. You probably heard me talk about this in the individual readings. I've posted all of the individual zodiac readings on the channel. So if you want to go take a look, check out your rising sign, most especially. Secondarily, look at your sun sign. And if you're looking at your sun sign reading, what you want to kind of do is pay less attention to the houses, but see if it resonates for you. And if it doesn't, go back to your rising sign. Okay. All right. Hey, everybody. How is it going? So I wanted to say that we've got some things to attend to before we get to the full moon on January 13th. The full moon's going to be at 23 degrees. I just want to say this one thing. The full moon's going to be at 23 degrees of Cancer. And that is a lot about compassion. And the reason I'm saying that to you is before we get there, we've got some Mars stuff to deal with. And apologize for my voice. Hi, everybody. We got some Mars stuff to deal with because Mars is retrograde right now. And it's opposite Pluto. It's going to be happening tomorrow really strongly. And it's going to stick around with us until we get to that full moon. So just know that there could be some times where you could fly off the handle. I want you to count to 20, not 10. I want you to count to 20. Okay. So don't just, react to things. All right. It's important, especially on social media. If you're feeling triggered by something, I want you to step away from it. It's going to be harder to undo the damage than if you just push through something. Okay. Hello from Spain. Hello, everybody. All right. I'm going to talk a little bit about my own morning message that I got this morning for myself in a second here. Close your eyes to open your heart. This came through in one of the readings this week. I'm a galactic starseed blooming. I love it. And enter one step forward, one step onward. The Mars energy in retrograde is going to hit Cancer on the 6th of January. So that might feel a little bit like you have like a frustrating piece of your life around your safety and security. There's something you want to take action on, but feel frustrated about it. Okay, you might feel frustrated about it. So don't force it. Don't force anything. I really don't think I can say that enough. Please don't force anything. And what will be helpful, because this Mars retrograde, well, actually the full moon in Cancer is going to be sextiling Uranus and Taurus, and around 23 degrees, 22 degrees. So authenticity is going to play a big role here. So if you have a feeling like I'm feeling attacked or I'm feeling someone's, coming after me, what will help is to count to 10 or count to 20 and then be real. Don't be angry, but be real. Just like, hey, you know what? This feels really bad to me. I really feel like we need to talk it out, but I'm not sure right now is the time, or whatever it is. Just try to be really authentic about your feelings, but not in a way of like dumping it on another person. Don't dump. Just be like, hey, I'm feeling really upset about this, or I'm feeling something, and I'm going to step away. I think that is the best. That's the best option. So that's one piece of advice that came through my morning reading today. So for you guys, here's the 4 of Wands underneath. I like this. The Ace of Cups, the 6 of Pentacles, the 7 of Pentacles, and the King of Swords. Some of you guys have done a lot of work on yourselves, have done a lot of this processing of your own stuff. And there's plenty of people on this planet who have not done anything. So you might have a little, not, I don't know, eye rolly about people who are, angry, furious, rageful, whatever. And you're just like, yeah, but you're just lashing out. Okay. Like you might have a little bit of fatigue around somebody or around people who have not done anything of their own work, have not looked at themselves in a situation, are just angry and they're just lash out. So I want you to just like the full moon in Cancer is going to give us some compassion, but that doesn't mean you need to do anything about it. Okay. Mars is going to be in retrograde until February 23rd, I think, in Cancer. And then it's going to come back. It's going to cross over this Mars Pluto opposition again. So the better you can handle things right now, the better you're going to be long term. So you can have compassion for people. You have compassion for yourself. Hey, this is upsetting to me. I'm going to step away. Maybe we can talk about it another time. And then it's possible that someone is going to sort of like try to make you responsible for their work. Don't fall for it. Okay? Don't fall for it. It's like you've put in the work. See, I'm saying this because you're helping other people or you are having compassion for other people. And I had a dream. Oh, wow. This is going along with my dream. I had a dream just this morning about somebody I've known for a really long time coming to me and, sort of confessing something. This person is a Cancer. So I'm just going to say that to you. Confessing something about some major financial issues, but then expecting me to fix it for them. And in the dream, I was sort of like, I am here to support you. I'm here to do what I can, but I'm going to tell you that this is not my circus, not my monkeys, a little bit. And that person got really upset with me and I kind of had to step back. So that's reflected in that dream I had. Wow, just recognizing that. So right now, 5 of Wands, 2 of Cups, the Wheel of Fortune. Yeah. So there is somebody in your life who is going to try and make you responsible for their problem. This is not a person that you want to just like dump out of your life either. This is somebody who maybe has a tendency to do this. And your job is very King of Swords. Your job is to be like, that must be very hard for you. That must be really difficult for you. I can see why you'd be upset about this. Like have empathy, have compassion, but you're not stepping in to say, don't go there that says, okay, let me fix it for you, because that's not your role here. Okay, that's not your role. This is going to be a situation where someone, if you do that, they're going to like drown you. Okay. So your job is empathy and compassion. And, in your mind, know what you could do ahead of time. Know what you can do ahead of time so that you're not offering too much. Okay. And make it clear. 8 of Pentacles. Boundaries are going to be really important here. And boundaries are not about controlling other people's behavior. Boundaries are basically saying, this is what I can do in this situation, and then holding that. It doesn't mean they're going to respect it. It doesn't mean they're going to like it. And that's not what a boundary is for. A boundary is for you. It's for you saying, this is what I can do, and that's that. So 8 of Pentacles. Wow. 3 of Swords. Emperor. Holy moly. The 9 of Cups. Queen of Wands. Woo! Who doggy? Yeah, drama. Okay, the Devil card here with Capricorn energy. I see Aries energy. I see Sag energy and Aquarius energy. So there's a lot of stuff happening astrologically. I won't go through everything. I do want to direct you to watch your rising sign reading for 2025. They're all on the channel. And also, if you're looking for a private reading, I do have a really awesome group of private readers on my website if you're looking for that. So what I'm seeing here is a little bit of anguish around the I can't fix it for you thing from you, right? Especially if you have a lot of water in your chart, if you are somebody, or if you are somebody who, sort of feels the need or has a compulsion to do things for other people more than what you can, right? Like kind of overextending yourself and being like, wow, I can't write that check for you, or wow, I can't go and talk to your boss for you, or wow, like, okay. The other thing I'm seeing here is this is not about you being a good doobie or you being a good helper. What this is testing is your own ability to have boundaries, even with a lot of compassion, your ability to do that. And I feel like this is kind of a wounded masculine part of all of us that basically says, we have to take people on our back. We have to carry other people. They can't do it for themselves, which isn't true, which is not true. And they can do it for themselves, and with helpful guidance. Okay. And if you're feeling like you're the one who is asking someone for help and expecting them to kind of really bail you out or something like that, that's happened to me a couple of times in my life with a friend or with somebody that I thought was going to be there for me. And at the time I was super angry about it. But now looking back at it, I'm like, you know what? That really wasn't their job. Okay. That really wasn't their job. So some of you are going to be tempted to sort of get in the middle of a problem. I want you to not do that. Because is one of your patterns drama? If drama is something you feel like you have a lot of in your life, ask yourself, why do I feel drawn to this? It makes me feel like I'm useful, or makes me feel good about myself, or something like that. Just try to shift it for yourself. Like, what does empathy look like? What does compassion look like? And this is a very healing thing to do for those of you who are on the twin flame journey or whatever. And you ask me, it's all right, Charlie. And you ask me about healing for the masculine or anything like that. This is one of those times when you're healing your own inner masculine, saying, I am here to support you and help you through this. And I will do what I can. But it's really important that I hold my own boundary about this. That's a part of being healing yourself. So the Three of Swords in the middle here, this can be a really hard test. The Three of Swords in the middle here. The Sun, I like this. The Two of Pentacles, the Eight of Cups. This is a new path. There's Chariot energy. That's Cancer energy. This is kind of like a test. Like if you kind of just go back into your old ways of doing things, where you kind of collapse into helping this person, I feel like the relationship ends there. Like they're going to take whatever help and then they're going to go. If you're helping them in order to keep someone in your life, that's not a good reason. Okay. I feel like that's part of this message. Your job is to also walk your own path, the Eight of Cups here. And that will, if you do this correctly and are able to have those boundaries, moving forward really fast. Okay. So the full moon in Cancer happening January 13th. Full moons are about releasing old patterns, especially patterns that sort of make us feel helpful, useful, nurturing, right? A lot of Cancer energy is about stepping into being like a mom, or stepping in to fix something, but that's wounded Cancer energy. The healthy Cancer energy is the supportive mom that gives the tools, or says, hey, I'm here as a backstop for you emotionally. And I'm going to do that, but I'm going to have accountability here. I'm also going to be fiercely protective of my own resources, mama bear stuff. Okay. Fiercely protective of what makes me feel safe and secure, not just what makes you feel safe and secure. So again, this is bringing about a balance. And I feel like this brings you on to the next path, or the next level path. This is like a big important thing. And I did write down some stuff, hold on, about the full moon in Cancer happening. Let's see here. Forgiveness is one thing, compassion. This might be very intense, what might happen here. And that full moon trine to the Uranus retrograde is about authenticity. So being real about it. Being real about it. Don't be like running away from them or you know, just kind of hiding. It's like, hey, this is really what I have to offer. And, you know, how can we work through this together in some way? Or I'm be here to witness it. I'll be here to watch you or help you. Now, this devil energy makes me feel like some of you kind of do get stuck in this a little bit. Okay, because it's a family member or because it's a spouse or because it's somebody you feel like you can't say no to. 3 of Wands, Wheel of Fortune again. Wow. Knight of Wands and the Hermit. What this is saying to me is pay attention to how this person has acted in the past. Okay? Have some wisdom, because how they've acted in the past is how they're going to act in the future. If this person takes and runs in the past, be honest with yourself. They've done that in the past. You know that they've done it in the past, and don't fool yourself that this might be different. Okay? Try not to do that. All right, so any kind of blocks we're seeing here, any kind of blocks. 3 of Pentacles, Sun. I have a feeling that you tend to be like, all right, let's work on this together. Like I said just a few minutes ago, like, let's work on this together. That's a no-no. Page of Swords and the 5 of Wands. And then don't talk about it. Okay. If you're in a friend group together, like, don't then like go and talk about it with your other friends. Don't continue to pass the emotion on to other people. It's your job to transmute your own, any kind of dark energy or any kind of difficult energy that's coming your way. Your job is to then stop the cycle of drama. Okay. Stop the cycle of drama. Don't go talking about it behind their back or anything like that. No. Okay. All right. So what don't you see coming, please? King of Swords. Star. Very Aquarian energy here. 9 of Swords. That's going to feel hard. Page of Cups. So what you don't see coming is, I feel like this feels really hard to a lot of you. Really difficult. This is very new kind of behavior. And so you might feel a little bit bad about it, but I'm telling you, this is the right path. The Page of Cups here, because there's something big that's trying to come through for you with this 9 of Cups. There's something that's trying to manifest. And this is like I don't know, this is like kind of a final test of like, can you hold boundaries? Can you be a good advisor to someone? Can you have compassion and empathy without it swallowing you whole? All right. Can you do that? And the full moon in Cancer is about releasing or forgiving or letting go of these patterns around drama. And also another pattern of Cancer, the full moon in Cancer, is the reason why I'm saying this, is that you could run away and protect yourself and not say anything, or just, you know, move away from this and avoid it altogether, which is also not a good strategy. Okay. So 5 of Cups. This is running away. 6 of Pentacles, overdoing it. 2 of Pentacles. One more, please. 3 of Cups. Okay. This is a reason. This is the reason. This is about self-esteem, your own ability to feel like you're a good person is kind of rests on how much you overdo it for other people. And the full moon in Cancer is going to shine a light right on this and be very kind of relentless about this. So you cannot judge the success of this based on what the other person does. If the other person kind of like dumps out of your friendship, it doesn't mean you did this wrong. Okay. if the other person gets angry at you, if the other person kind of goes cold or whatever it is, it doesn't mean you did it wrong. It means that they're not used to this behavior with you. So I would, if you say like this, this is what I can do, this is my boundary, and they get furious about you having a boundary, that person is a taker. It's a tell, my friend. It's a huge red flag. Okay. If they do that, they're a taker. Now, if they come back around a little bit later and say, hey, you know what? I'm sorry. It's not really for you to fix my mess here. I will take you up on let's talk it through so I can figure out. If they do that, I have a lot of hope for this person. If they freak out, they throw you under the bus with friends, they block you on all their social media, and they never are able to sort of come back around to it, then they're a taker. All right. So you might have a lot of takers in your life if you are somebody who's really good with advice, or somebody who's really able, to talk about what's going on with other people. All right. So next 30 days, let's look at next 30 days. This is a general reading for everybody. Lovers, choices coming up. Page of Pentacles, King of Cups, the Strength card, and the Queen of Pentacles. This is about putting on your own mask first, taking care of yourself. And how does that feel? Woo! How does that feel? Does that feel selfish? Somebody said that to you a long time ago. If you take good care of yourself and you have boundaries, then that means you're somehow a bad person. I'm here to tell you, that just means you're a grown-up person. Okay? It doesn't mean that at all. It's usually will come from the voice of someone who wanted you to do everything for them. Okay? So your job is just to recognize your own sovereignty here, and to learn something new about yourself. I also feel like it's possible that this person might be a water sign, or might have, if you have a lot of water in your own chart, there's something about Gemini, Leo, and definitely Aquarius, and then the water signs. Now, this person may come across as a King of Cups. And if they do, I feel like that's good news, because the king is someone who has some sovereignty over their emotions, some ability. And everybody has a bad day. There's plenty of times when someone will yell at you for having a boundary. But if they come back around and apologize, okay, that person actually is more, grown up. And so I would pay attention to that. And if you're having bad reactions from people when you put a boundary down, some of those people are going to fall away. Some of those people are going to fall away from your life. Messages from Spirit. Emperor again. This wounded masculine being healed here. 10 of Swords. Wow. Page of Wands. Knight of Swords. And the Hanged Man. Look at people differently. There are going to be people who are going to disappoint you here. Some of you are definitely going to have some others who have wounded masculines who will not be able to handle this. There might be some fire. There might be some rage, particularly with Mars in the retrograde position for all the way until February 23rd. I kind of like, though, that it's going back into Cancer, because even though that does feel a little bit inhibiting in terms of taking action, this emotional piece, this emotional lesson is not small. This is like kind of a big deal moving forward. Okay. And because if you pull it out globally, wars are started for things like this. Wars are started. People, me against you, I'm right, you're wrong. It's very polarizing right now. And so going into Cancer, there's a real reason for this healing of that masculine, the wounded masculine desire to just shove things or just push things, or make someone else responsible, or throw a fit. Like, that is super low vibe masculine. The healed masculine is the leader that will take responsibility for their actions. They will have conversations. They use action when it's necessary. Okay, they do that. It's very important for us to realize that the masculine will take action when necessary, but they won't do it out of impulse or rage or the feeling that somebody else has wronged them, right? This like kind of throwing a tantrum kind of feeling is not healed masculine. Okay, so that is something that can come out in the next 2 months. We could see that on the global stage, that there could be knee-jerk reactions to things, and also the desire for third parties to kind of mitigate any damage, which is quite codependent, right? Like I'm going to cause a big ruckus, and then you're going to have to clean it up. So that might happen too here personally, that if someone gets mad at you about putting a boundary, they go and make a mess, and then they're like, you clean it up. So just be mindful of that. All right. Outcome. 6 of Cups. There's the 3 of Swords. This is childhood expectations. Man, expectations will get you every single time. Okay. 6 of Cups, 3 of Swords. Yeah, check it out. Tower. King of Wands, Knight of Cups. Okay. So I don't expect this to be easy. I don't expect, especially if this is something that you're not used to doing. What's really important is that you stay grounded and stay in your heart chakra, right? Cancer, think Cancer energy. Cancer energy also has the ability to be like mama bear around things. But the most important part of this is that you learn your own sovereignty, that you're generous and kind and helpful to the degree that it aligns with your own boundaries. What is it that you can actually do without falling into codependent patterns, without falling into these things? And I do feel like, look back at childhood. Who did somebody tell you were selfish for not freaking throwing yourself on the front of a train, for not taking the teeth for somebody else? Did somebody tell you that you were selfish or not a team player? Pay attention. Okay. Anything else? Let's see. This. Okay, let's use this. All right. Pay attention, because this is a big growth lesson here. All right. Poised. Breathe. Yup. Thinker. There's the Aquarian energy. Detached. And milk and honey. So for those of you watching, if this is a situation you find yourself in, either at work or personally, maybe with family members, maybe with your spouse or a significant other, or a best friend or something like that, I want you to just think about this. Like, what is it that you can do? What will you do? What are you able to do? And what have you done in the past that has gotten you in trouble? Meaning in terms of being codependent with another person or cleaning up somebody else's mess. This is especially true of your adult children, right? Like, oof, that's somebody I can never say no to, or something like that. That's what this is about. So start to understand what you can say and what you can do, because you have something coming in, this beautiful milk and honey. You have something coming in that you need your resources for, or you need your energy for. Okay, so don't get sucked into this. All right, you guys, that's it for today. I am going to do an ancestor reading for later today. If you haven't seen your own zodiac sign reading for 2025, they are all up on the channel. And if you are looking for a private reading, you can check out my readers on soulfulrevolutiontv.com. All right, guys, have a great day.